Hi there, and thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of your Wheel and Anchor weekly newsletter. I'm delighted to be back here in Canada on this August long weekend when I know many of you will be spending time perhaps at the cottage or at a nearby park or on a boat or just generally enjoying the beauty of Canadian summer. And it's been a few years for me since I've had the opportunity, and I am relishing every moment of being back here. There are certainly some things that make you feel very much at home, and being here in central Ontario in Georgian Bay is one of those things. So whatever you're up to this weekend, I hope you have a wonderful time. I just wanted to give you a short update this week on the newest things happening at Wheel and Anchor, specifically with regards to our team, our organization at Wheel and Anchor. We've been growing over the last few weeks. We've added a couple of new team members, and I wanted to share that with you because earlier this week, 4 of our team, our sales and marketing team, got together in person, actually for the first time that some of my team members have ever met each other. And so this was really an exciting opportunity because of the pandemic. Of course, we were working remotely before, but we were super remote and hadn't seen each other in a few years. And so it was really quite an occasion to get together. You can see the 4 of us here, and I wanted to give a warm welcome to our newest senior trip advisor working alongside Paula. Her name is Barb Colmegis. And so Barb comes to us from another well-known tour operator in Canada, and we're delighted to have her part of our team. And certainly it's welcome news for Paula, who's been really, really busy over the last little while. So I'm hoping that with Barb's addition, that will help us improve our response time. If any of you have waited perhaps a little bit longer than I would like and you would like to get those confirmation letters and all those things, Barb will be certainly again a huge addition to our team. So a big welcome to her. If you do get a phone call from her, if you hear from her at any point, give her a welcome to Wheel and Anchor. We're proud to have her on board. So you can see our whole sales and marketing team here in this little team photo that we took. So we now have, as I mentioned, Barb and Paula on the sales front. Of course, Joel Curry, my colleague, who's been leading up our marketing efforts since we started Wheel and Anchor. He's a partner in the business as well, and myself. And another new addition in more behind the scenes as it relates to most of our members is Rossi Leon, and she works with us in our operations team next to Elsa, basically doing all the detailed trip coordination. And her adding her to the team means that we can drastically increase the number of trips that we can produce for next year and beyond. So all very exciting news, particularly, as I say, because we are still in a time of a lot of flux in the travel business, in post-pandemic recovery, and all of the challenges that brings with it. So we come with a strengthened team, and again, very excited about that. So just a couple of other points coming. We just are releasing this week in this newsletter, if you will have read in the blog already, our Live Away Tuscany for April and May of 2023. This has been perhaps one of our most popular programs, and we're looking forward to going there in October as well. But the April edition is now out. For those of you who are waiting, perhaps already booked onto our Amalfi program or waiting for this one to come out, it follows immediately after our Amalfi Coast program. And as you'll see in the brochure itself, I have enabled a special $500 extra bonus for anyone who decides to go to Amalfi and then both of the components of our Tuscany Live Away program. So more details are on that in the brochure. This week we have upcoming our Caucasus webinar, that is Georgia and Armenia, where we're going to be heading in the fall of 2023 and end of September of next year. Please do join us for that. And if you hadn't ever considered going to that part of the world, I can tell you it is amazing. We had a great time there about 4 years ago in our first Wheel and Anchor trip. And following that, on August the 9th, we will be launching our Palaces of India program. Again, this is a trip that I did with some of our members just before we officially launched Wheel and Anchor, and we're going to do a very similar trip through some spectacular palaces in Rajasthan. This is the best way to do India, so if you've ever thought about it before, please do tune in for that webinar on August the 9th. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy this long weekend wherever you are at. And I hope the weather is wonderful for you. And I look forward to catching you on an upcoming webinar or on our newsletter next week.